Attention, attention, attention! This is the Townnet A of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically. Reminder to all that the net is being recorded for training purposes. You may begin.
Near number 2 Kilo Alpha India.
Okay, check in, check in, check in. Anyone, check in.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
More check in, more check in.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Someone should announce online. Still so little people, eh? Check in, check in. Check in, anyone? Check in. It is now 1 p.m. This is the Townnet A of the day official call out. If you're around and would like to check in, please come now. Okay, we'll begin. Uh, the the check-in list is getting not very good. We need to improve on that. So let's do a warm-up round, catching up, and we'll see what to do. I have a topic, a big one, but if there's like only one or two people, it's really hard to teach. So anyway, let's go. So yesterday we have to cancel NetB because I was working on Wing's case. And today she's okay again. And today she have a job interview just now. Wow. I was like, ooh, it's like glad you're alive. Or else how can you do the job interview? So even you have a job interview line up and you don't have the health to do it, that will be very bad. Or maybe you just try to do it, but you sound really dead and cloudy and everything, then you end up wasting your time, right? So it was a miracle. We fixed the problem in 1 day. Like Lay used to say, when he had problems, he find me, and usually the problem is gone within the same day, and next day you're like back on track. You can go to work, kind of like that. You're well again. Okay. So a little tip for everyone when you're trying to say, like, how am I feeling, right? There's a difference between are you well or are you sick or are you ill? Uh, so purely talking about the English words. The difference is when you're unwell, right? Unwell, that means in your system, some part of the system is not getting the resources it needs. It's kind of like a shortage. But it could be like, oh, I didn't sleep well, I didn't eat enough, or whatever that is. You don't have to be sick to be unwell. You feel like you're lacking something, unwell. Okay? So you can have different parts of the system unwell. My heart is unwell, my mental soul is unwell, and so on. Sickness is not like that. Sickness is a state where it has to be born like a problem. And the problem is about your chi having obstructive forces being born, something blocking the way, something is destructive, something broken, right? It gotta be like that. And illness is when you are sick already, not just like starting, but you're sick already, and you're also unwell at the same time, then you're ill. Okay, so ill is like ILL. Okay, not like ew as in like EW. Okay, so we'll we'll get going. Passing the mic to team yacht number 2, Kilo Alpha.
Team number 2, Kilo Alpha India, would like to greet everybody on the net and Sachuan Kichang. Now I'm feeling much better because I was feeling sick since yesterday in the morning. I had several issues like thirst for the last 2 days. In fact, that's what I've noticed. I've been drinking a lot. And he had a stomach issue, but it turns out it was the stomach issue. I think it was that cup I was using. It wasn't clean because when I've noticed when I use a different cup, the water tastes a little bit different than that one. So yes, but I was drinking a lot of water. But now I'm feeling a lot better now at this stage, and I don't have any issues at this moment. I don't feel any pain or whatever. Yes, but I suspect I might have some underlying issues, but I can't figure out what they are. Yes, but all in all, I'm feeling much better than a couple of few days. I was stressing and everything, working, especially the work-related and issues. From Monday, they told me to stay home because they give schedule like on Friday in advance, so you know whether you're not working or something. And then comes that issue about in Drive, the suspension of my account. It was boosting me a lot because yeah, I didn't stay without money when I was Ubering. Even the petrol money. Like for example, on Monday I'm starting again to go back to work. So the petrol is to go to work is gonna be an issue. Yes, it's gonna affect me. Tina number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Back to you.
Okay, you said Monday you're going back to work. Like what work? Like Uber or what? Like your account suspended, right? So what kind of work?
Uh, the driving work, like the company. I'm working most for the company that is Martin and East, but it's a construction company. Every time when you see me posting it's the same company I used to post. I used to post like the when I had an issue with the tire and everything. It's the same company, but whenever they have they don't have they have less work, then I have to stay home for like I did stay home for like a month, like in I think it was in June or July. I'm not sure which, but the whole month in July, if I'm not mistaken, or June. I think it was June. Yeah, I had to stay at home for the whole month, and then they called me back. So they call it short hours. So you must know if they didn't call you to go to work, then it means you're in short hours. So yeah, I'm doing both Ubering and if I'm in short hour, I'm Ubering, and in Saturdays I'm Ubering. Every Saturdays I'm doing Ubering because they don't work on Saturdays. So if during the week I'm working and Saturday and during short time I will go to Uber. But then again the account is closed now. That's why I had to sit home. Net number 2 Kilo Alpha India. Back to you.
I see. Oh wow. It sounds very tiring. Everything around. But yeah, today we talk about the issue with the smoke, right? So you can save some money not buying the cigarettes. That would be much better. Okay. Let's pass the mic around first. Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Good day to Sergeant Gichan. Good day to my seniors and my juniors. And yes, I definitely send the troops for Bwingzija. I did deny, well, I sent the troops to Sajran, and then I open the portal to EC and bring down or absorb, but I don't know what word to use, but take in the 7 hidden star energy. Then I open another portal, and then the other portal I open was to send it to Wingzija. And I think it's really cool how we can tap into the altar power like that and send it to one another when we're in trouble or we're having kind of like low energy. Because I also did the same thing. I also did the same thing for Lisa Hong. And he messaged back and in the AC room that it really helped and he was not falling asleep. I believe that's what he said. But it's really cool to see the effects of it so quickly. And the usefulness of it, how we could help one another and send energies and stuff over. I'm still a little disappointed about my frame that cracked when I was trying to take out the back piece and put it in. I guess I handled it a little too rough, and it just here. I was so upset about that because I was looking so forward to have the senpais up and running, or at least have it in the frame. But it's only after I put it in and I sat back and I was looking at it, I saw this little hairline crack in the right hand corner. I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh man. But luckily I was able to get onto Amazon and have them return it, and yeah, so I should get a replacement soon. And what else? What else is going on? I'm definitely looking forward to the ceremony tomorrow. Oh, Kai, if I haven't told you, I don't know if it's too late just yet, but Sadran told us that if you have anybody who has passed away who's related to us, who we want to give them a chance to go somewhere better. Go somewhere better. Just send them the names and stuff, and that's anybody else who's listening who probably don't know or have forgotten. This is Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Today, a little bit earlier, me and Hong was talking, and he mentioned you. Said, "Oh, Cheng didn't give before he buy and pick the choices, so that's why." Because for him, he would almost like anything he want to buy, even like he want to buy a new iron, a new shelf or whatever, he would div. And then if the div is not good, he's not buying it. Like that's him. And because he learned in the past, he was thinking like the earlier stage, he was like, I div about this table, right? It's just a folding table, And he's like, well, how bad can it be? I looked at everything. It looks really good. I really want to buy it. So he was like, I just want to buy the table. So he went ahead and buy it, even the div say is not good. And, and the table itself, like the design is no problem. But when it came, the delivery company was like, they screwed up. They banged it around too bad. And he opened it, and then, oh my goodness, it was like damaged. So one of the legs were bent, and he's like, no, I can't accept this. This is like totally bent. And so from then on, he's like, nah, when the div say no, I'm not gonna risk it. So he went through like a few months of back and forth with that company to get the table finally returned. It was such a big hassle. And well, eventually he got a new one. That the div say is good, and it is good. So he's like, yeah, whenever I buy things for the altar, I always div. I will go to the altar and div, or I'll use the send the god out and div, and it's just so nice. So he said, Chung must have not done that when he's buying things. So yeah, let's move on. Team yet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Good afternoon, Shajan. Good afternoon, everybody on the net and anyone listening. I've noticed a trend, and I'm really glad that we have this opportunity to have this discussion. When we first started the Net A, Net B, and Net C, we had more participants. And I understand, and I believe that Shajan has brought this up a few times about people working and busy and all that, and what repercussions you could experience. I have observed that when Shajan says all in our chat rooms, no matter what room you're in, and when he says all and wants participation, the same 2 to 5 people show up always. It's consistent. I'm like, why is it that only certain people feel that they can participate or should participate or do? If you don't know what to do, then say something. I mean, even in one of the rooms, there was explicit instructions even, and still the same 2 or 3 people. So I have to ask, why are those folks, why are they here? What are you doing here? Are you here to just soak up information? Or I realize that we have, fragile newbies that have a very weak heart and they may be unsure. But when Shajan says all, what kind of participation do you expect, Shajan, from us? Because I see that people are selective. When it comes to them, they want everybody to run. Come help me. But when it comes to someone else, there seems to be a fairly lukewarm response. Can we discuss that? Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Yeah, and you're right. A lot of the disciple is like, oh, he's saying, oh, so I just hide at the back. Not related to me. Well, yeah, that's the disappointing part. And some people are like that. Phone is very inconsistent. Like she will come on and be good for a while, and then she'll disappear again. Well, yeah, she say that she's busy with work, but hey, how busy can you be compared to, like, let's say Lei, he works 7 days a week and he have so many things to do, right? Hong also long work hours every day, and he is like back home in the evening, get out early in the morning, and he work like 6 days a week or something. They can still make time, right? So yeah, I only say, don't bullshit me. But anyway, I can only do so much. If they enter the lineage and they feel like they just want to, sit back, I can't do anything about it. But please, don't blame on the lineage and say, oh, why is this not working? Well, yeah, why? Look at yourself. Why? like you enter the school to learn martial art. Everyone is like, the teacher, everyone get up. We're going to like run around. We're going to do this. And then you're like at the back sitting there. Nah, it's not about me. I just watch. At the end of the day, why are you not progressing? Why are you not getting better? Why are things not working for you, right? That's why. But anyway, I don't want to like really waste time complaining about these people. It's kind of useless. So I do have a topic to teach today, so let's not waste time on the useless. We'll put the time to useful things. And all of you, if you can, do a quick boost to Wing, because she went through that interview and it would juice up some of the chi. So if you give her a boost, it will help her to drive home safely. And that will be the best. Okay, so yeah. Before I continue on with the lesson of the day, which is on Tao Medics, let's see if anyone wants to join. If you're here and would like to sign in, please come now.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
I got thing. Anyone else? Okay, let's hand the mic to Tina number 2. Tina number 2, Delta November Golf.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf. Greeting everyone on the net. Zhejiang Gijiang. Yeah, I think the net is really helping a lot. So this is like for the newbie out there. I used to be like you guys. I don't know what to say, right? I'm new. I don't know what to ask anything, but I think it's come to the net and experience yourself and ask the question is really help a lot. Instead of like you are in the gray area and you are still don't know about what's going on in Tao yourself, right? So just find something to ask or find some information about the thing that you want to learn or you want to know. So I think it's kind of like a asking question in the net, listen to the net, or sometime like join in the conversation, right? If you have time. For me myself, I just now like loading the stuff from the restaurant depot. I just been to like 3 places and then still asking wanna join the net. It's kind of like a very tough situation. I'm driving right now, but well, I think that's the important thing to do, like contributing also. So I'm really happy to join and to listen to the net. So if you guys out there, just come to the net and asking question. It's good for you guys to learn. Back to you, net control. Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, that is very good to hear, and definitely is the case. And I'm happy when I see Ding join, because at least when I'm teaching the actual stuff, I don't need to repeat it again many times, right? There's someone who actually cares about learning. Okay, that's good. Now let's move on to the subject today, Tao Medic. So I was teaching Hong the whole thing. It took me the whole hour, so I'm not sure if I can finish it, but let's begin. So the first thing is a little review. You all know about this. We have a big system and a small system, right? So the big system Okay, you want to draw this down on a piece of paper or something, or kind of imagine it. Okay, so on the top, the Yun San is a circle. Okay, you have a circle, and then the middle of the circle, you draw a line to connect down, and then it's a square, which is the ghost altar, a square, and then it connects down. There's a triangle, and this triangle, like the point is pointing downward. So you have like 2 point sticking to like toward that side of the square, and 1 point below. Okay, going down. The triangle is the human body, which is containing your 168, your local body. It contains the 168. Okay, so this is the big system, the macrocosmic. And then this system, the triangle can also flip over, so the tip is pointing upward. This is when you sleep, right? So it goes back up, and it goes like one, like 8 back to 1, and then to 6, and 6 go up back to the goes up to the. When you get up, triangle flip over. Okay, so this diagram, this little like circle, square, triangle, is a foundation diagram you must remember. Very simple. The three like corners or tip of the triangle, right? They represent a whole unit locally right here. Okay. Now the area where the Yun San is, we call the sky zone. And then the ghost altar in the middle is the ground zone. Anything below the ground is called water zone. So your local body is in the water zone. Your local body, first of all, the D1 get the resources from the above, and then you're like in the D1 you have what we call the magic body, the Fat Sun, and then it goes to D6, manifest to your soul body locally, the Ling Sun, right? The soul body. And then the soul body manifests to the flesh body, the meat, the flesh body, the Yok Sun. So there's like 3 sun. Sun is like the body, right? So you have Fat Sun. Fat is like the magic. And then you have the Ling Sun, which is the soul body. And then you have the flesh body. When you are sleeping, it goes backward. So D8 goes to D1, and then D1 goes back up to D6, and D6 will travel up to the ghost altar, and then ghost altar up to the Yun San. So this is the micro and macro cosmic bodies or systems. Okay, so we call it the Dai Sam Yun, macro 3 element, and the Xiu Sam Yun, the micro 3 elements. So these are simple things, but now we're going to explain more based on that. So let's move the mic around to see if you get it or not. We'll go to Teen Yacht number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Unit number 2, Kilo Alpha India. On my side, I would like to see the draft or the drawing first, because it's very hard for me to learn stuff like if I don't see anything, because I'm only catching few of the stuff that you're mentioning, like the body and that is the flesh and the Yun San. So it's I can't really say I'm getting all the information perfectly. So unit number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
No problem. Listen first, right? Just listen along, and in text and in pictures later online. Okay, I actually have something written so you can read it and also see it later. There will be a file. Okay, quickly moving on to Tina number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Yes, Adrian, the cycle from the 186, the Yinson, Ghost Altar, and human body, and the sky, ground, and water. So whatever is under your ghost altar would be considered your water, which should be the human body, and the different aspects that relate to the human body in the nine star theory. If you could give me a little bit more explanation on the three suns, the the fat sun, the Lin sun, and I can't remember the other one, but those three, it's a little shaky and ungray for me. Back to you.
The local triangle. The triangle in D1, you have the Fat Sun. Fat, the word for magic, and Sun is the body. Okay, Fat Sun. And the D6 is the soul body. So soul body is like Ling Sun, spiritual body, Ling Sun. And then you have the Yok Sun, which Yok is like the flesh, Yok Sun. Okay, don't worry about it. The actual terms, you get what I mean, that it's okay. Tina number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Tingit number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Just following along with, I don't want to reiterate with what Sean Shadi said. Understand that the body, the 168, flips when you're sleeping, and that this comes D1 to D6 and D6 to D1, and that the soul, there's three of them, the macro and the micro, and the three elements involved with that. So I'm tracking along with that so far. And number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, Tina number 2, Delta November Golf.
Tina number 2, Delta November Golf. It's so there's a microcosmic, it's a Yunsan, ground altar, and water. It's a human. Microcosmic on the there's a fat sun. It's a magic body, and then local soul. It's a Ling Sun, and there's another one is flesh body. It's a Yok Sun. Is that if I'm not mistaken? Yeah. So yeah, that's the one I got so far. Back to unit control, unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, moving on. Kind of rushing with time. Anyway, now with this knowledge, we're going to talk about one of the important things. So I need you to delete what you used to know from Western medicine about the organs. Okay? And we're going to explain to you what the five the 5 organs, or the whatever we want to call that in English, but it's called 五臟六腑. The zhong and fu together are kind of like they're all organs, so but they're not physical. Okay, so if you hear me saying the heart, the liver, the kidney, it's not what the Western medicine talks about. It's not that physical thing. Okay, and this is also the same with Chinese medicine and so on. It's pretty much the same thing. But if you go to a Chinese doctor, maybe they are confused because they are Westernizing. So anyway, a true Chinese doctor will know that these are 5 systems, like 5 departments, 5 kinds of phases. Okay, so without the knowledge on the Yunsan Ghost Altar, you'll be very clouded, and you don't understand what it really means because you don't know how it works. But now the mystery is being revealed because you know all these. So let's go. It goes in the order of 5 element phase. So gold, water, wood, fire, earth. The 2 sets, 5 zhong, the zhong, J-O-N-G, zhong. Okay, these organs, they are responsible for, like, they're like a bank. they store things. Okay, so imagine you have 5 wallets. Okay, therefore storage of 5 different things. Their goal is to accumulate. Okay, so they're like wallets, bank account, or whatever you want to call them. So every step you're storing up more stuff at that phase. And then you have the 6 fu, the fu right here, fu, right? Fu, fu. It's about spending the 5 different resources, and one is to like return back to pre-heaven. Okay, so the 5 organs we're talking about now, first step, is about the pre-heaven resources coming down. Okay, so from the Yun San and come down, right? Okay, so first, what happened? The Yun San rained down the essence, the Jing, toward the ghost. Right? Okay, so first, what happened is inside the ghost altar, the essence doesn't move. It stays there, and it's being refined or convert or change into chi. So refining essence into the first phase of the negative soul chi. So this is why this is the department that relates to the gold element, and the organ name is called the lung. Okay, you're making essence into chi. So we say if the lung is like not enough chi inside, or the lung is weak, okay, again, delete the lung from your memory that is talked about by the Western medicine. Okay, if your lung is weak, then you don't have money in this gold chi department, right? So what happened? Well, because of that, whatever is related to this, which is the yum hei, the negative chi, is going to be low, right? So you don't have as much resources for that. Then you start to have brain fog, cannot see, cannot think, and so on, because you don't have enough mental power. Okay, so gold gives birth to water. Water, the chi, go down, right? So the negative soul chi in the ghost altar, what happened next? It goes down to the water zone, right? So this phase of pushing the chi out of the ghost altar and downward is called the kidney. So there are 2 sides of the kidney. We say the yang and the yum, right? Negative, positive. When the ghost altar is pushing things down to the local, going down is manifesting. So we call that output yang, positive kidney chi. And there's a negative one where, you know, your stuff is going back up to the pre-heaven side when you sleep. That's negative. So if one part of the kidney, which is the yum part of the kidney, having issues, lack of chi there, right? Then when you sleep, you always wake up because the yum side of the kidney is weak. It doesn't have the chi. It's kind of like you don't have transportation power to go back up. But if you are awake and you feel tired all the time, then it's the yang side of the kidney having issue. Okay? So anyway, water gives birth to wood, and wood pick up. Okay, so let's see what happened when the yum chi, right, the negative soul, go down through the water. It enters the local, right? So all that good stuff is on top of your energy body, right, of your D1 body. So they're like the D3 essence floating above. What happened? You need to use your energy body, the Fa Sun, to grab the D3, like I grabbed the idea, right? When I grab the idea, it spark up thinking power. So I have to reach upward to grab the idea. That's why it's the wood. And this power turning that D3 into D4, like turning ideas into thinking power, right? That department converts those things into, like the pre-heaven stuff, into your local resources. It's called the liver. Okay, so if you use your thinking power a lot, always think, right? Then you're using up the resources in the liver, burning your liver. Okay. Oh, the next step is that what you have gotten, the chi goes from the top of your energy body, the head, to the heart, into the heart. So this is when the chi is being locked in inside your energy body. It's not going away. And because of that, it starts to get warm. So the negative soul turns into a warm state, which we call the neutral soul. And here is the heart, the heart. Okay. So if the heart is weak, right, then it's like, yeah, your fire is not enough. The heart is weak. Then it cannot, like the local small god, right? The heart is low in power. Then it will be having issues with other things. So going down, okay, from the heart, the chi goes downward through the spleen. Spleen is the earth element. And when it goes through that, what happened with the spleen is the chi is being locked into your lower system, being held inside. And so we say, if you are very suppressed it and you suddenly want to vent your anger that you have put, yeeped yourself, then we are like exerting our spleen's chi. Okay, exactly. We say that fat pay hey in Canton, right? That is exactly what it is. So if if your spleen is weak, you will be very easily wanting to vent. Okay, but if your spleen has good power, then you will be able to contain yourself and have good self-control. Okay. So this is the 5 organ. I repeat one more time. The gold is the lung, the water is the kidney, the wood is the liver, the fire is the heart, and the earth is the spleen. So I will just go around and you can let me know anything you want to ask, but don't worry if you cannot remember, because I have a document, okay? You'll be able to read it. So let's go. We'll go for team number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Team number 2, Kilo Alpha India. I believe I did grasp even though I don't have a good memory, I understood it perfectly. But now, the last part about the people who have the problem with the spleen. I believe that, like you said, that they don't have if you have a problem, you don't have a self-control. Like you don't have a self-control. So others, but then again, the spleen mustn't be misunderstood with the Western, because you said that we have those 5 organs that you have mentioned. Like I get it. You said you mustn't like tie it with the way we were taught in the Western ways, whereby the 5 organs, we know how the liver function. It's not the same as the way that the Western doctors are teaching us. So it's a different way it's a different interpretation, like the way you are teaching it in Chinese medicine. So my understanding, am I following correctly? Tina number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
Yes, that is correct. Has nothing to do with the Western medicine, heart, spleen, and whatever. Okay, same word, different meaning. Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Uh, so goal is lung, water is kidney. The kidney has two states, which would be yin and yang. Yin or positive would be for the day, when you're receiving, yang when you're sleeping and going back up. Then you have what the liver. If you think too much, you could dry out your liver. And fire is for heart. Well, that one is kind of obvious to me, Sajran, because I always hear you talking about the fire in your heart. The earth and the spleen. That one was definitely a surpriser for me. The spleen, I'm not too familiar with what it is in terms of the department here, but you said that it absorbs, so it takes in, it holds in the chi. So with these 5 different departments, because you said earlier that they are organs, and you're using that word lightly, but they're more so departments of how the chi is being processed. So this is like another small system within the micro and the macro system itself. So where does this particular system fit in? Does it fit in somewhere between the Yinsen and, well, yeah, between the Yinsen and the human, or that would be my question. Where does this fit in? Because I'm trying to figure out between the, well, no, it won't be in the smaller system, it'll be in the larger system between the Yinsen and the human. So yes, Arjun, where would this be fitting in? Back to you.
Organ doesn't mean the physical organ. Okay, it's just run out of English word. But it's like 5 department, 5 systems, you can say. I just don't have a word for it. Okay, from goat to earth right here. Okay, it's all about whatever come in from the Yun Sun. And then, okay, goat is like the ghost altar converting the essence into negative soul, right? And then water, you push the negative soul down. And then wood, you pick up that stuff that came in, and it's already on the local. Fire, you burn it. And earth, you contain it locally, waiting to manifest, right? The spleen job is to contain that power so that you have the power in this world to contain inside your lower system of the fasten. So it's kind of like the D6 phase before you actually release D7. Okay, so if this part is like, if you feel your body is always cold, that is always the spleen issue, because your spleen is weak, that it cannot contain the chi. If you cannot contain chi, you feel cold. Very simple. So yeah, team yacht number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Team number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I am following pretty well. The gold, water, fire, earth, and wood. Lung in the kidney having positive and negative, heart being a fire, spleen being an earth. I think I got confused on where the wood is. I know that this is having to do with the negative soul, it has nothing to do with the actual organs themselves, and that it is a system. But I forgot which one the wood is associated with.
The wood is the liver. Okay. Team yacht number 2, Delta November Golf.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf. Yes, Rajan. So all these 5 elements is connecting to our organ, and the goal is what is the beginning? The goal is the lung, and then it's from the Yun Sun rain down to the ghost altar. Is the kidney have the positive and negative. If negative, our we have a trouble to sleep, and because we cannot I think it's like giving back, or but it's the positive. We are when we are waking up, and then we have no energy, lack of energy, like that. So, and the wood is the liver, and the heart is the fire, and then let's go to the spleen. Spleen is the earth, where we contain everything, and then wait to be manifested in D7. So basically, this 5 organ is until the ghost altar, like from the D1 to the D6, right? And then wanna be manifested on the D7. Yeah, back to unit controller, unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
The 5 organ to not manifest is basically like talking about the chi going to the 5 phases, and it's responsible for storing up the resources for later. It's not spending. You don't spend. You save up. It's like a bank account, okay? Or like a water tank, you fill it up. That's what it is. So when you're sleeping, or whenever the Yun San give you stuff, right? It goes through the 5 phases, and if you have problem receiving somewhere, like then yeah, the system is broken, and you have other issues. But anyway, because time is very tight, so let me go on. So when you wake up, right, we talk about the 6 fu, which is like the other organs. Okay. So there are 6, but 5 relate to the 5 element again. So at last we have the spleen, which is earth. So earth give birth to gold again. Okay. So now the chi is like at the bottom, your belly area, right? After the spleen. So now when you get up, the first thing that happened when your spleen has chi is spark up the gold in post heaven, which is the big intestine. So when you wake up, your big intestine growls, right? And you feel hungry and so on. So this is the first thing. And what happened when the intestine have chi is, and it will give you the power to, okay, here, relate to the 5 element on your face, right? So it will allow you to breathe. So if you're having breathing problem, right, because it's born, like the breathing, it's born from the earth. So if your spleen is having deficiency, you have trouble with this part, breathing, okay? So gold element, big intestine, breathing, okay? And breathing also relates to the lung as well. So yeah, you see. Now, next is after the big intestine, it goes downward. So it goes to what we call the bladder. Pong Guang has like 2 sides, like the kidney. And this one, because it goes down, right? So you want to pee. And the 2 side is also about like the spending of the kidney chi. So some people, they cannot pee out when they want to pee. Some people, they are sleeping, and during the sleep, they just cannot, like they wet their pants and just pee on the bed. That's because of the yin and the yang of the kidney having issues. Okay, so this is the bladder. Now, after it reaches the end, the chi goes back up. So it goes to the gallbladder, what we call the dam. Okay, the dam, the gallbladder, is wood, and it relates to the liver, right? So what happened with this is that you will start to have vision, seeing power. Okay, when it's like in the kidney, it spark up the power to listen. So when you're having like listening issue, it's like usually your kidney problem is weak. But if you have like issue like opening your eyes, it will be your liver weak, right? So that's why the dam doesn't work well, and it cannot spend resources in the liver, then you have vision issue. Now, this vision also deals with like your life kind of vision, like, oh, I can see this will be a good boyfriend, that kind of vision. Okay. So it also deals with that. If you always look at things that you don't see yourself being able to have success, that means your dam is also very weak as well. Okay. So some people are like that. Whenever they try to do things or think about doing something, they always think they will fail. And then the next one is the fire, the hot, which goes to the small intestine. It worked back up. The small intestine. When the small intestine is spending off its chi from the heart, what happens is you will want to open your mouth and talk. So you have the power to talk. Okay. So during this time, you want to express yourself. Some people, they cannot talk loud. It's like they always, somehow just 1% volume kind of talking. It's because this is bad. So the heart is weak. The heart is low in chi, right? And the hot fire is not good. Your small intestine will have issue, and you will not want to use the mouth. You will not want to talk. You will not want to say anything. You want to shut up. So next one is the earth, which is the stomach, and it relates to the spleen. So this one, you want to eat, right? Because earth element is about eating and also putting things inside yourself. So if this one is weak, then you don't want to eat, you don't want to consume, you don't want your appetite, what we say, appetite, right? Like you don't want to put things inside yourself. So these are the 5 that relates to the first 5. And then we have a 6, which is Samjiu. We call it the triple burner. And that is the power that, when you sleep, it connects you back up to the, if it grab everything from the whole local and push it back up to the pre-heaven. So if your Samjiu, the triple burner, have issue, you will have trouble sleeping. Okay? So these are the Lok Fu, the 6 other organs, and they are for spending of the resources that you have saved in the first 5. Okay, quickly going around. TJ number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Net number 2, Kilo Alpha India. That makes me believe that now that most of the issues that you are mentioning, I can relate to them, especially that when I'm waking up and sometimes it's very difficult to open my eyes when when I was in deep sleep. I'm not sure if that is the case, but you said that you have a liver problem. You get such because even picking the people that are comparable to myself. So that is another issue. That because sometimes you get into a situation find you only discover that later on in life when you are actually having the experience, then you the judgment is very poor. So I think I can relate to that liver part and the lack of chi when you said that the volume, if you don't have enough chi, then it means that your heart is weak. So that's another story that I can relate to. Even the one about the stomach not being able to put the stuff inside because most of the time it's it's on and off. Sometimes I have appetite, sometimes I don't. So it's all the same. I can relate to most of the stuff that you were saying about the lesson. Unit number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Back to you.
Okay, team number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Unit number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. And we're pressed for time, Sergeant, so I won't take up too much time talking because we still have hostage and thing to go through. I'll just say that I'm really excited about this topic because it's very complex, and I really want to know how these elements and and organs. Well, yeah, organs. These energetical organs, how they relate to other parts of our actual physical body. This is the note number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Wishing everybody a 73.
Okay. Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I concur with everyone else on the net. Question about the triple burner. Is this in conjunction with the Dantians, the upper, middle, and lower, or is it separate? It sounds like it's separate, but maybe that's for a different discussion. Giving everyone 73, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, the burn, it means after the fire. The triple burner is not a good translation. It's called Sam Jiu. Jiu is like, it's like burnt, like after of burning. You know, like you're burning something and it turns black, right? Yeah. So after the fire is put out. So what it means is the Sam, meaning like the 3, right? And Jiu is like after they're all done. So it's about your top, hot, and bottom system is all done. And then it like that is one system itself, which give power to you to push things back to the pre-heaven. Okay, so Dantian, the word is just like saying the center of the 3 system, which is the hot, the upper, and the lower, right? And it's not like the triple burner is not about the Dantian, but more like about the system is done doing what it has to do, and it's about to go back up. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf.
Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Yes, John. I just heard earlier until the gold bladder is I think it's just from the spleen go to the big intestine. So it's a goal also. Then going back to the bladder is water, and then after that is a wood. It's a gold bladder, and the rest of that is I'm loading up stuff earlier, so I don't hear really good about the rest. Yeah, I just maybe gonna have to review it again. So back to you, net control. Net number 2, Delta November Golf.
Don't worry, there will be text and picture and everything, so you'll eventually get it. It is a big topic, and it takes time to learn. But what you have to understand through this lesson is that the organs are not related to, you know, the Western kind of organ. It's basically talking about the systems inside your macro and micro, and how it, like the 5 first one is like it charges in and store up the chi, and then the next 6 is about using them up, right? When you wake up, you spend the chi. And after you're done spending, the last one push everything back to pre-heaven, and then you'll get something back again. So if I see you having some whatever issue, I can immediately diagnose by using this method and see what is going on, like why you have that issue. So yeah, it's basically a system that you can understand and really understand what is going on inside you that is making you feel sick or feel unwell and things like that. Okay, it is now 2:01 p.m. We'll stop the net here. 73 to all, and don't worry if you come on NetB, I think I'll be talking about the same thing again. So you can always, read the note first, and then you come to NetB and you can revisit the whole thing and come in more questions. 73 to all, and we'll see you on NetB or back online. This is Tina number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. Here.
Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.
Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha, clear.